Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So we got here last episode and discovered that we have already, in fact, been here in Against All Odds. I was mentioning at the very end of the last one that I've started. Oh, hey. That's a lot of fog. I forgot that there were question marks on the daylight counter when we ended the episode. But yeah, I was mentioning at the end of the last episode that I've actually started a number of shorter Long Dark series since I started this long one. And so there was this feeling of not being quite sure where I've been and where I haven't. But I have been here, it appears. Let's go ahead and drink some water, and I guess we're going to rest a little bit more. Or at least pass the time. You know what we can do? We can read a book. Or not. There we go. Apparently that loading thing doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to me. Let's go ahead and research this. We're going to lose daylight here. Risk of intestinal parasites has passed. And we have finished reading the book, so we can drop that. Don't need it. Actually, wait. Let's pick it up and we can burn it at the first possible opportunity. I feel like such a jerk every single time I say that, but that's the reality in the Long Dark. Once you're done with a book for research, you're probably going to use it for kindling, just saying. All right, let's take a look outside and see if the weather looks forgiving enough to travel by night. Because I don't mind moving about it during the night in the Long Dark. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Feels like 42. It's not even that cold. Excellent. All right, let's get the bow and arrow out. We don't have our rifle, so wish me luck. And we're going to head this direction. Snowy night, but not particularly cold. Actually, let me double back here for a bit and see if I find additional cattail heads. Yep, here's some right here. So we're going to keep harvesting cattails, because having food to last us through the end of the series is probably going to help in terms of survival. It's just a hunch that I have. We'll see if I'm right. Talked about this in the last episode, but in case you missed it, if this is somehow the point at which you're jumping in, if you are a Long Dark player and you do not understand the importance of cattails, I encourage you to come to understand the importance of cattails as soon as possible, because they are useful. We did this whole funny cattail math segment in the last episode, because they're 150 calories each. But you can very quickly, when you find the right spot, for instance this river, find just insane amounts of them. And they can actually provide you with days worth of food, simply because you were smart enough to find an area with a bunch of them and have them saved up. So that's what we're doing. Almost walked past a few there. I had a feeling, which is why I turned around. So I think this might actually be where we found the gun much earlier in the series. I know there was one series I recorded for YouTube where that happened, and I think it was this one. Wait, cattail plant? Really? I didn't see that one. It makes me wonder what else I've missed. Still 42 degrees. The snow actually seems like it's slowing down a bit, which is good. More cattails. I will take them. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is where I found the gun. I really do think it is. Yeah, lots of cattails. There's one there. There's one there. I need to do what I can to not stare at the ground for too long, but imagine if I was just walking like this for a while and looked up, there was like a bear right in front of me. Because that would happen. Knowing my luck in the long dark. Alright, here's some more cattails. Yeah, this dead guy right here. Corpse we've already explored. Or that we've already, that sounded horrible. Corpse that we've already, scavenged? I don't know. How can you talk? How is there a positive verb, positive sounding verb involving corpses? I'm not sure that there is. Explored, scavenged, scoured, cleaned, robbed. There's not a positive choice to describe what we're doing here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I mean, I could just hop up. Yeah, I'll tell you what, while we're here, we may as well get back on the beaten path, so to speak. We're on the northern part of the zone. Matter of fact, if we went much farther in this direction, we could very easily find ourselves back in Mystery Lake. So what we're going to do, if the cliff lets me climb it, is this not the way up? Here we go. Okay, guess not. We're going to go around the other way. If we don't break our ankles first. So what we're going to do is head this way. Okay, interesting. So that sound you just heard, I've described howls in the game and said, oh, well, that sounds like a howl. And then people say, oh, no, that sounds like a wolf. And then people say, oh, no, that's a loon. First of all, I'll be completely honest. I don't know what a loon is. Second of all, that sounds an awful lot like a wolf howl to me. So, not sure what you're getting at there. Because that sounded like a wolf. And it kind of scares me. Another wonderful soundtrack moment. I do look forward to the day, I've said this many times, I do look forward to the day that the Long Dark soundtrack is available just to be listened to. Not that it's like a collection of full songs, it's mainly just ambiance pieces and just short little vignettes, musical vignettes. But I mean, they're beautiful. You know, they're great accents. You could put them in between tracks if you're making a mix, for instance. You can put them in between tracks as ways to kind of transition from one style of music to another, or what have you, or just listen to them on their own. Like they're great. All right, see, now it sounds like the wolf is close. Yeah, it's right there, in fact. See, that was not a loon. That was definitely a wolf. What's that? What is that? Are these the new rocks that were added? I think there were either in Penitent Scholar or Vigilant Trespass. We talked about this. Oh, son of a... Alright, now the wolf turned around, stopped running. Alright, so now I guess it's time to get practice with the bow. Moment of truth. Oh, nice! Okay, actually got him. Let's go ahead and get the arrow back, first of all. Hey, alright. Not a bad first wolf kill with an arrow. I'm not kidding, that's the first time I've ever done that. That I've shot a wolf with an arrow that's charging me and killed it. So, I will gladly take credit for that. Holy crap. Alright, so we do need this meat. I'm not going to use the hatchet. How long would it take us? Not a huge amount of time. The hide would increase the amount of time it took us to do this. And it is... I mean, is it still above freezing? Yeah, it's 40 right now, so... Let's go ahead and get this meat. And we don't really need the extra hide or the guts, really. So I'm going to leave the guts. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're fine. It's not even cold.
I can drop any of this gear.
Once we get back home, sure you can. Alright, well that went well. speaking of dropping some gear, let's go ahead and drink some water, free up weight that way. And we are pretty hungry, so let's eat some of these cattail stalks. We got 40 of them. It's over 4,000 calories. Almost up to full. All right, we'll leave it there. And we're going to start heading back down towards civilization, so to speak. Well, that was fun. And we got to keep the arrow. Granted, the arrow's condition was dropped, but we recovered the arrow from the kill. Also, those green eyes were really scary, let me just say that. At least they're not the glowing red eyes from 4 Days of Night. Not quite as terrifying. No demon wolves this time. I bet it was adorable how proud of myself I was for that. Those of you who have been doing this, who have been using the bow and arrow for months, and there's a. If that pop-up is showing in my recording, I hope it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. I apologize if that pop-up from my video card is showing in the recording right now. That doesn't normally happen. I'm actually kind of annoyed. It's actually not going away. Okay, well, hopefully you can't see it. If you can, man, I really did not want to do any special editing on this episode. Right, so we've got a wolf below us. There's one to the side. God, that has never happened before. I'm really just hoping you can't see the optimal settings NVIDIA pop up on my screen right now. If you can, oh well. Just going to have to deal. And I'll figure out why that's happening later. That has never happened before, and that's really annoying. A pop-up from the graphics driver is like the last thing you should expect. It's the last thing that should happen during a recording. I don't even know where this wolf is. I'm going to be honest. I know there's a wolf. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, hang on. Maybe I can close it this way. Go away. Okay. Sorry, that was a huge distraction, and I hope that wasn't too off-putting, but that's never happened before. I was just in disbelief. Like, why is this popping up during my recording? I kind of want to kill another wolf, but I don't know if I'll get that lucky again, so I'm trying to hedge my bets a little bit. Is the wolf still after me? I don't hear the growl anymore. Yep, it is. Alright, I think things flatten out a little bit up here, so I might use that as my opportunity to take another shot. There's the wolf right there. It's going to come over this little ridge. Okay, here we are. Let's try this again, shall we? Or not. Come on, game. What are you doing? Awesome. Got the arrow back. And we'll take this hide as well. Are we still above freezing? 37 degrees? Perfect. I guess I'll go ahead and take this meat too. I mean, it's not going to take me that much time. We're using the hunting knife. Take the hide, 55 minutes. We're still above freezing. It's going to be... We're carrying a lot.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
7 hours darkness left. Okay, the weather looks like it's getting a little bit worse. That's not what I wanted to see. So it's down to 35 degrees. It is getting colder. Looks like some fog might be coming in. And we are bogged down with stuff. Thankfully, I think the path that we're on if I continue to follow it, should actually dump us out right at the safe house. If I'm not completely turned around backwards. More invisible barriers in the long dark. I don't mean to complain. It's a fine-tuning, polishing thing that I mentioned in a recent recording that I'm sure they'll address. It's just funny sometimes you're walking along and you just stop because there's an old-fashioned movement barrier. Doesn't happen as much in games as it used to. But just one little thing is blocking your character's quote-unquote feet from going where they need to go. Alright, at this point I'm concerned I might encounter something worse than a wolf. And I can't see it coming. It's getting foggy. Why did I do this? I'm going to come up here. Why in the world did I set out in the dark? I thought the weather would be kinder to me. Why did I think that? Oh, this is road. Oh, son of a... that scared me. Okay, actually, this is... Hey! Okay. We're not at the safe house, but we're at a spot where we can stop. That's not bad. Okay. We need to treat this sprain sooner than later. Let's head in here. Awesome, we're at the log sort. So we'll go ahead and treat this. Pretty tired, actually, so tell you what, let's... I've already been in here, I believe. Yeah, of course I have. I've been everywhere. Let's go upstairs and let's rest. Let's rest the night out. Hey, dead guy. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the place where I have a lot of my spare equipment. All right, well, let's go ahead and sleep for just like 6 hours. Just recover some of our strength and then move back towards the safe house so that we can drop this meat that we found. 2 successful arrow kills. With the wolf, 91 days, 18 hours, 13 minutes. Not bad. Less than 1 hour of darkness left, so we're at the very beginning of the day. We are parched. Let's go ahead and take care of that, shall we? We're pretty much fully rested. Where am I? Here we go. All right, let's head this direction and go back towards the safe house. So I think what I'm going to do is get back to the safe house, assuming nothing attacks me right now, and make some additional arrows, so I have more. And then I had a request from one of my regular commenters to demonstrate fishing in the Long Dark. And it's not that I've never done it, I have, but I've never done it for extended periods of time, so I've never caught more than like 1 or 2 fish in an entire game. And we're definitely at a point where fishing is a viable way to get resources. We're on coastal highway, for God's sake, and our safe house is right near some of the fishing huts. So it's a completely sensible way to get resources, and I have a request for it, so I'm going to do it. Maybe not this episode, because we're approaching the end, but the next one, I'm probably, if not at the very end of this one, at the next one, I'm going to try and get some fishing done. Get some meat that way. Just to show you what some of the more rugged survival techniques are in the Long Dark. And by rugged, I mean using the land, you know, just natural resources that are available to you, as opposed to the scavenging that you can do early on in the Long Dark when you're still finding human food, so to speak, when you're still finding all the candy bars and the peanut butter and the processed packaged foods. Once you've run out of those, you hunt and you fish, and you try not to die. .24 degrees, so it's actually kind of cold. We're decently hungry, too. And we're not hugely close. Hugely? That's not a way to describe proximity. We're not very close to the safe house. We've still got a little bit of a walk ahead of us. We're not far. We're maybe like a third of the zone away is where we started. We're not a third of the zone anymore, but when we started this walk a moment ago, leaving the log sort, it's about a third of Coastal Highway's highway away from the zone. Oh, and speaking of things I've gotten comments on, this actually wasn't a comment from me. This was a question from another YouTuber and Long Dark player on Twitter earlier today, or at least not the day that you're watching this, but the day that I'm recording it. Just general question about best place to start in the Long Dark if you want to do as little backtracking as possible. And the answer is where we are right now, Coastal Highway. Coastal Highway has immediate access to almost every other zone in the game. Not every zone, but almost every other zone. Let's see. From Coastal Highway, you can get to Pleasant Valley. You can get to Mystery Lake. You can get to Desolation Point. You cannot get to Timberwolf Mountain. That's the one. Timberwolf Mountain you can access from Pleasant Valley. Yeah, from Pleasant Valley, but not from Coastal Highway. And of course, there could be additional zones that come about. As a consequence of story mode being released. I'm looking forward to that, but I don't know much about them yet. None of us do. This is kind of creepy for some reason. It's so quiet. Hi there. I can't run, I'm too encumbered. I know you're on the other side. There you are. Okay. I'm going to try to get to my safe house before this wolf charges me. There's another wolf over there, too, apparently. I hear it running away. Okay, made it to the safe house. We're carrying a lot of wolf meat that I've got to step back outside and put down, but for now, I also have some hides I need to put down, so let's do that. Cured wolf pelts here, cured black bear hide there. All right, fine. We're going to put them down to cure here. All right, so that's that. Still carrying a good amount. Let me step outside here, and hopefully the wolf turned away and it's not going to spot me while I just drop some meat in the snow really quick. All right, back inside we go. Now, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to fishing this episode, but I do think that I can... Let's put this away. I do think that I can go ahead and cook that meat if I can just find a spot. I need to get some wood though. That's my priority at the moment. I need to cook the meat that I've got on me. I picked up 2 pieces, put the rest down in the snow to preserve it. Which won't preserve it forever, but it'll help. Okay, there are some limbs nearby. But there are also wolves nearby. Third time's the charm. Arrow's broken. Here's another wolf. Son of a... Well, that's 4 direct hits. Oh, now we're gonna have to get our arrow back. Oh, you jerk. We're gonna have to get our arrow back now. I was not planning to hunt a wolf at the end of this episode, but by God, we're going to do it. We're going to follow that wolf. We're going to kill it. We're going to get our arrow back. Arrow thief. Jerk. All right, well, while I'm following this blood trail, I haven't even inspected my own injuries yet. I don't think I actually have any. No, I don't, but my clothing might be hurt. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here, and the next one we're going to keep following this blood trail and find this wolf. Actually, there's the wolf right there, running back towards us. Why are you... Hang on. I'm not going to cut this episode here with the wolf running towards me. What are you even... Why are you... Oh, wolf. Oh, you poor thing. This is the injured wolf, right? I don't see the blood trail anymore. Yes, it is the injured wolf. Alright, so the injured wolf is now running in odd directions. He's a little delirious. We're going to get him in the next episode. Tune in next time for the exciting conclusion to this strange moment in Against All Odds. Yeah, we're going to find him in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not subbed already, I upload new episodes in Against All Odds every day at 6 Eastern Standard Time, which is GMT High, which is GMT minus 5 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next episode.